Hello humans, I'm the AlienDoctor, but you can call me Alien, and welcome back to another live stream here on this blue screen with the galaxy, and I'm just floating here. Yes, and this is actually where we're doing the live stream today. Hey Val, how's it going? This guy still streams? I know, right? I didn't realize this guy still streamed either. I was like, I remember when that guy used to stream every Tuesday. And I don't know. And then one day this Tuesday, he actually does the stream. It's weird how that works. All right, let's see who was first in the chat. We have got a Skyfire who was very first in today's stream. Congratulations. Welcome on in. How you doing? We have also got Nicey. Hello. How's it going? Devin, the guy who streams. I don't think you were first. I'm sorry, but welcome on in. How are you doing? Ron Bent. Just the hi. Hey, Ron. How's it going? We got Skyfire on YouTube dropping a like. Thank you so much. Happy, beautiful, sunny day from Canada, says Ron. It is a pretty nice sunny day in the UK as well, although it's a little bit windy randomly. Although I think it might have calmed down. But it's also very sunny. It's like... Hey, there we go. That's a good walk on. We've also got Phipps. I like the music. Good, because I haven't changed this playlist for a while, and I don't intend on changing it anymore. Or again, you know what I mean. I don't intend on changing it, and I haven't changed it for a while. Right. Am I all caught up? Hey, Dark, how's it going? I'm pretty good, thanks. Have I said hi to everyone? I think I have. Who knows? There's a Zeroed as well. Hey, Zeroed. How's it going? Let's switch over to the game. That sounds like a good idea. Here we are. Welcome to the game. Apparently, this is where we play Minecraft or something. Now, have they updated the FOV changer? I don't know. I've been waiting for it to be updated for a while. They have not. That's quite sad. I guess there is no fancy zooms for us today. Oh man. Mr. Tom XD, welcome on in. How you doing? Cathadora, welcome on in. Maybe today's the day you'll get your UFO. Who knows? I don't know if I'll build any UFOs today, but today might actually be the day. I was actually just looking at the code to figure out how to update it. Yeah, I know Eladrium knows a little bit about how it works. But other than that, I got no clue. Maybe, but I only have like 10 mins, so the odds aren't in my favor. Yeah, you see, statistically then, you can only do 2 UFO commands before you have to leave. So, well, I guess 3. Like, right on the 10 minutes. So, I mean, you've got 3 chances. Not very likely. I'm not going to. It's too much of a pain. Yeah, I can imagine that. All right, so you've probably seen it in the title of today's stream. But we are working on a storage system in my storage UFO. So if you've not seen this, this is, of course, my base on Truly Bedrock Season 6. And inside of this huge UFO that's meant to be like the mothership of this alien invasion, not only is there a Guardian farm, but there is also going to be a storage system, which is what we're building over here. So we are going to literally build it here. We're then going to copy it and build it on the other side over there. And then we're going to build some item filters that are going to go here and over there. Although we need to fill in this hole. Basically, to build the item categorizer that I'm building, I needed to drop down the floor a little bit. And I didn't realize how far forward it would come. So I've put the item categorizers this side and that side, so they're not too close to these chests, and then the item filters won't need to drop down in the floor, so we got to fix the floor. But that is a future problem. You should have a UFO emote. I should, shouldn't I? Mr. Lee, welcome on in. How you doing? Phipps has redeemed custom walk-on sound effect. Do you know how to request a custom walk-on, Mr. Phipps? Yes, I'm going to get some emotes made at some point, but I do need a UFO. You're right. You're right.
Now give me the beat.
Somebody in TikTok, hi, oh, this is fake, bye. I don't think this is fake. This is definitely real. Last time I checked anyway. I don't know. Pretty sure it's real. Do I get a UFO for the good emote idea? No. We don't accept bribes for the UFOs, I'm afraid. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Are any of us really real? Exactly. I'll DM you later. I barely know how to tie my shoes. That's fine. I was going to show you how. But that works too. What is real anyways? I don't know. What is real? I'll tell you what we do need to do though. We need to build this. It's quite an important step in our storage system journey is actually building the storage system. Who'd have thought? We also need to get some more target blocks. So we'll build what we can and then we'll have to go and grab some more target blocks, but that's fine. Unless I don't think Adequate and Eladrium are selling any, but if they are, then we'll just buy some from their shop. But yeah, unfortunately, when I built this UFO, I did not think about the fact that I was putting a storage system in here and how tall the types of storage systems I wanted to build can be. So this is Silent Whisperer's easy item categorizer. He has both a fast item categorizer and an easy item categorizer. I have chosen the easy item categorizer due to its size. So it's technically an older design, but it still works. It's just not as fast as his latest. And if you don't know what an item categorizer is, basically you have all of the items that you want sorted into these chests below in this chest up here. So you fill this chest up with like a category of items that you want. So maybe oak wood, for example, could go in here. And then any of the items that you put in there, when they come through the storage system, will then end up in these chests. So it's cool, basically. It is much better than a multi-item sorter. Real is subjective. This is true. Do I get a UFO for their good idea? No. You don't get a UFO at all, unless you win one. How is everyone doing? Sorry, it's been a while. I know the last time I was live was for MCBC. But, you know, MCBC is great and stuff, but it doesn't really feel like a stream because I don't have a chance to talk to you guys that much. Whereas obviously right now, I do have a chance to talk to you. So that's nice. Hi, hey Iron Knight, how's it going? Welcome on in. MCBC was a lot less interactive for sure. Expected though. It's fun, and I want to keep playing in it. But yeah. The other alternative is I record it, then I'd have to edit as well. And I don't mind editing. It would take like a lot of time to edit, and I need to use my time wisely. So yeah, I think I'll just stick to streaming. Actually, I think these are where we put the categories. I can't remember. Well, I think it is actually these where we put the categories. So we'll need to make like a little crawl space, I guess, under here probably. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Viewer. Oh. I don't know how they would make it more interactive. Audience voting, viewer created. Well, like there's a break, like a 10-minute break or something. And during that break, the viewers get to vote for the next game. It's more so like during the games, you know, you're playing, so you can't really read chat. That's kind of the problem. But that's the same with the like Java MCC. The only difference here is that everybody in the Java MCC has enough subscribers and followers and viewers that they don't need to read the chat for people to still be interested, you know? Right, do I have any spare chests? I know I have a lot of wood that I permanently borrowed from Smurf. Some bamboo. but I just want to double check I don't have some already crafted chests. We have 13 here. Well, that's 13 more than I had before. Okay, no. Also, am I lagging a little bit today? Feel like getting a bit of an FPS drop. But the FPS thing isn't loading. There we go. Oh, I guess it's all these chests probably. And do I actually have... Okay, this is a little thing for anybody on NVIDIA graphics card that uses... That was the wrong thing. Anybody on an NVIDIA graphics card that is capable of ray tracing. This is a little secret, not really secret trick to getting more FPS. That you do have to do every time your graphics driver updates. But in this app, NVIDIA Profile Expector, you can download it. If you go to Minecraft, thank you. Oh, there's a fly. Go away. Shoo. And then go down to ray tracing. I think it's that one. Been a while. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this one. And you turn it off. Yeah, ray tracing disabled. It will disable your ability to use ray tracing in game. But for some reason, that also just gives you more FPS. So basically, the game will think that your graphics card isn't capable of doing ray tracing, which for whatever reason, then makes it perform better. I don't really know why, but this is Bedrock Edition. Careful with the NVIDIA latest updates, they've been super wacky for all of 2025. One of them bricked my PC for a while. I don't think I've updated my graphics card drivers for a while, not gonna lie. Probably should get onto that, but whatever. I'm like barely using my PC. Honestly, so I don't know. The other thing that they've done is they have changed the server screen. As you may have noticed, it does not leak the IP anymore, which is very nice. Much appreciated. Yeah, I mean, let's see. Do we have better FPS? The answer is no, actually. It's a bit embarrassing. It used to work. Yeah, I don't know. That's actually weird. Unless it's just taking a second to like load the chunks. Which actually maybe it was, because now we're back to like 120-ish. Okay, whatever. That used to work anyway. Whether it does or doesn't anymore, you can decide. There's also just every possibility that I've disabled the wrong thing. But how is everybody doing? What's going on? What's new? Since the last time surely it's been like a month since the last time I did like a Truly Bedrock stream. Well, actually, it probably isn't because I did stream weekend, didn't I? But even that was a good few weeks ago. I mean, who else are you gonna watch to see placing in a ton of redstone repeaters on 4 ticks? You know, there's it's just the most exciting content on all of Twitch. I don't know how you've coped. Why 4 ticks? Because the tutorial told me to. I say this in the video, but I'm not really the sort of person that like does the sort of more complex redstone circuitry. I'm more of a mechanics kind of person, like interested in like the mob farm type of thing and using game mechanics to make stuff as opposed to redstone. So I like storage tech just is not my thing. So I'm using Silent Whisper's tutorial. And I'm fine with that. Okay, we need target blocks, which I don't have, so we'll have to go and get those. We also need to place in these hoppers, which it looks like we started doing and then just randomly stopped. Lord Vader, welcome on in. How are you doing today? In fact, your name reminds me. Has anybody watched the Andor series? I've started watching it. I think I'm on episode 3 or episode 4. But from what I've seen so far, it is very good. Would recommend. It's the least Star Wars show that they've probably made, which is a good thing. Best Star Wars show that didn't even need to be Star Wars. Exactly. Exactly. The last 3 episodes dropped tonight. Really? Yeah, I've got a lot of catching up to do. Yeah, it's amazing show so far. And I know it gets better because I've seen a couple of like spoilers of stuff that happens. And I'm just like, yes. So I'm looking forward to it. Filmography, character development, all of it just so solid. Yeah, agreed from what I've seen so far. All right, we're going to go and get some target blocks. But we are also going to record a little clip for the YouTube video. Okay, so I've began constructing this item categorizer, and I've realized one resource I do not have is target blocks. So we're going to have to head to the shopping district and hope that Adequate and Eladrium shops sell them. If not, we're going to have to gather it ourselves. I mean, it's such a hard life, you know, having to gather my own resources instead of buying them. Jeez. I really need to put a portal in here. How would the Discord ping? Oh, look at that moon. It's so beautiful. How would the creeper as well? Also, your voice changed loads when you go into YouTube voice. It's because stream voice is closer to actual voice. Oh, I've not missed the loading screens of Doom that take forever. You should try your Blu-ray again, see if it makes the moon bluer or if it does something weird. Okay, I can dance whilst flying. Hey bird, how's it going? Well,
there is no amount of Da Vinci Resolve that will make you not suck, boys.
There is a lot of sounds going on right now. Amazing. Thanks for the blurb, Fips. I just had to check my Discord because of that sound alert. Welcome to the club. What was I going to say? What was I even talking about? I can't remember. Oh, yeah. Well, all I'm saying is, with the moon, is that I've technically not finished the job. Only part of the moon is blue. So surely at some point I've got to finish the job. That's just the natural stages of progression. Also, I've not seen this. It looks like Zloy's really been getting to work over here at Dedra's Town, doing all these builds. Or not builds. Doing all this terraforming. Very nice. Is this a grave? I feel like somebody is buried here. Like, if I dig this up, is there going to be a body there? Oh, and then there's the fireflies. That's cool. I've not actually seen these in game properly, I don't think. Or if I have, I've forgotten about it. Very cool. It's good to see Zloy back. This is going to be dangerous. I've discovered blurb, says Pips. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't know why I'm going there. I need to go to the shop, don't I? Which is not that shop. What am I doing? It's this shop. All right, moment of truth. Do they have target blocks? They do, and they're in stock. Excellent. Give me my diamonds. I shall take all of these.
Gonna give you
Who are you? What are you doing? I don't know. Sloyos has sorted your blue base stairway.
Run around and desert you. How about chocolate?
He did? What was it like before? Oh, I guess he did like this top bit. Fair enough. Thanks, Loy. Oh, yeah, and this. Yeah, you know, what's funny is Zloy essentially just built like all of this. Because I dug it out, and I think Slates and Smurf helped on day one. And then I decorated it. Then Zloy obviously pranked us and turned it all blue. But then we decided we liked it, so we kept it blue. So now, you know, and now Zloy's done like this staircase. He basically built the blue HQ. The blue HQ just needs to be renamed to the Zloy HQ or something. Because it's all his, really. Hey Longhorn, how's it going? Welcome on in. Straight in with the UFO. 51. I feel like a few people have got 51%. I know Val got 51 earlier, I think it was. 83% for Nicey. I haven't been able to keep up with all your TB this season. Do you have any shops of your own? I have a few. I have a Froglight shop. Me and Moss co-own both a Blaze Rod and Beacon shop. I'm selling totems. I'm selling like lots of little bits, which is how I got a lot of my diamonds. I haven't done tons of mining. Obviously these are mined, but I still have a decent amount of diamonds, and most of that is just from shops. Like I've literally got over a stack of diamond blocks, and I could have more. And to be fair, I also do a lot of buying. Like I buy a lot of stuff. Handmade beacons. Yeah. To be fair though, I haven't fought a single wither this season, much to Val's disappointment, I'm sure. So, Moss has done all the wither fighting and crafting. I haven't really, we'll be honest, have not really contributed much to the shop. Hey Goldie, how's it going? Welcome on in. Alien's a shopaholic. I just, you know, I got limited time, okay? So I'm going to make use of my vast wealth and buy all the items I need. And with these target blocks, we can continue with the build. Guys, could you tell that was a YouTube clip? Probably. I'm pretty good at telling. Someone say wither. Yeah, that doesn't quite have the same effect this server. On this server, gonna be honest. Alright, then we just whack these comparators in. So basically you get 3 diamonds for doing nothing. Well, just for the beacons, but we don't even sell that many beacons, I don't think. Maybe I should check my shops. You know what, fine, I'll check my shops. I know nobody's asking. But you got me curious because I haven't for a while. And I should check my mail as well. I probably got some diamonds in the mail. Coward. Well, maybe I'll fight one eventually. Probably not today though. Jeez, I've just been here as well, and now you're forcing me to go back? Rude. They really need to fix these loading screens. How is this still a thing? There we go. Surely that's been an issue for almost a year now. All right, let's see. What shops have I got? 90% of streaming is squirreling. This is true. This is true. You're not wrong. You are not wrong there. That, oh, I didn't like that. I knew that wasn't somebody knocking, but I still like instinctively felt the feeling to look around because it was in my headphones. Right, over here. Oh yeah, I sell elytras too. By the way. So yeah, I've got totems, which apparently are out of stock, or not out of stock, not sold that many. I know I recently restocked these, to be fair. I've got shulker shells. Are shulker shells mine? Are these definitely mine, or are these eladriums? I think these are mine. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oops. Oopsies. It's fine. This one's empty too, almost. I don't know if the shulker shells... I didn't build this shop. Eladrium built it. It's my land that I let Eladrium build a shop on, which is why I don't pay rent. Those aren't mine. Those aren't mine. Those aren't mine. Iron? No, iron's not mine. I feel like these might be mine, you know. I can't remember. Does anybody know if I sell shulker shells? Well, yeah, I have that shop and the frog lights, which are in there as well. And actually, I think that's all the shops I own. I used to have an iron shop back here, but I haven't stocked it for a while because the iron golem died. I've kind of been meaning to get rid of this. To be honest, I might just replace the iron golem for, you know, like the world download whenever that is. But I don't think I'll restock that. You have some inner shulker of the actual shells. The diamonds look like yours. Oh yeah, that's what buy one get one free. Hey, hang on. This is for the blue shop, not for any shop. Oh yeah, that's true. I guess I have the blue shop as well. Over here. Oh. Well, we've made a singular diamond problem. Oh, okay. 2 diamonds. This is what I gave to Eladrium for winning the thing. Now, they are very counterfeitable. Oh! Buy at the red shop. Okay, we have actually made sales somehow. As you can tell, I'm very shocked. Hey, Silent Shadow, how's it going? In that case, I shall put some diamonds in here. So we'll give 1 to Smurf, 1 to Slates, and then I guess I keep these 2. I'm guessing these aren't going to stack with the others. No. Let me copy this. Paste that in there. There we go. There we go. I know what I'm doing. Get in there. Beautiful. You're rich. I am indeed. So rich. You can tell how little the blue shop has been selling because Slates has not been on in a while and his chest of blue shop profits is still empty. I keep looking at the new Minecraft updates and going, I should play the new update and forgetting. Well, to be fair, the new update, like, there you go. Slates, you can have some bone meal as well. The new update hasn't actually released yet. Obviously, there was an update that released a couple of months ago. Well, longer than that, but however long ago it was. But, you know, the Happy Gas and stuff hasn't released yet. But I'm very excited about that, to be fair. The update that, or the part of that update that I'm most excited for, that I hope does actually get released in the update and doesn't stay in experimental, is the new shaders. What are they called? I forgot what they're called. Vibrant visuals. Yes, I'm very excited for vibrant visuals. Yeah, Skyfire. Yes. I'm very excited for those. They look very cool. I've wanted like proper shaders on Bedrock for a while. I really like complementary reimagined on Java. I'm hoping the vibrant visuals can kind of be similar to that. If not, you can use the deferred rendering, which is what the vibrant visuals use, to make custom packs. So I'm hoping that somebody will make a pack that's similar enough. But I just want something nice to go alongside the vanilla graphics. And that could be vibrant visuals. We'll see. We will see. Okay, this might be the part where I have to watch a tutorial, gonna be honest. Oh. I've missed a line of comparators. Well, that's not ideal, is it? It's not ideal at all. Where are my comparators gone? There we are. Nope, that's repeaters. Have I run out of comparators? No. And blocks. There we go. Oh, these are going to be a pain to place because the directionalness. VR, how's it going? Welcome on in. Yeah, what do you guys think about the new update? I know they released some new stuff today that I haven't looked into too much, but people seem to be excited about that. So that's kind of cool, I guess. Probably. I don't know. As I said, haven't really looked into it, so I don't know if it's cool. People are saying it's cool. This is normally a decent indication. There we go. I love being able to allow Elytra crouch. It's the best thing ever. Mistake, you got it. Is rainy day / bit of sun. It's just been sun all day as far as I'm concerned over here. The ghasts look cute now. Yes, the happy ghasts look cute and happy. It's in the name. All right, now I think we need to watch a tutorial because I think we've done this bit of the build. I wasn't sure whether this would take the entire stream or just like 10 minutes because as you probably know, when you're on a stream, you squirrel. As you've probably seen in my own streams. Luckily, I happen to have the tutorial open right here. I shall put it in the chat if anybody wants it. Storage. Here's the storage system I'm building. Paste, please. Oh, what? That's weird. And then it doesn't send to YouTube because why would it ever send to YouTube? Why would it work? There we go. Actually, let's pin that as well. There we go. Look at that. Pro streamer. Okay. $51% again? That's like the curse of today's stream. Oh, we need to be fair, did I include the rails? And we also need to power the rails. Yeah, so this is where the design will get a little funky. For lack of a better word.
Mike is a big fan of Minecraft. He watches a lot of Minecraft.
Because we're going to need to like make a hole over here. So that these rails can go under, which they have. Hey Mike on Switch, how's it going? Welcome on in. Then obviously we'll need to do the same back here. Well, I'm thinking we should... Like, this is where I'll change the design a little bit. I'm around, kind of, sort of. This is where we'll change the design a little bit, just because of the way I've got the floor set up. I could almost have done with like putting like the brains like up here, I guess. But then I don't think there'd have been enough Y space. But yeah, if I'd have planned this a little bit more, I could probably have done this actually a more space efficient way where we could have had more chests, but it is what it is. Okay, I need some glass and it needs to be blue glass because I don't make the rules. That's just how it works around here. It's blue glass or no glass. Like all of that. This is no glass. That's too blue. Well, actually, it's too light blue, if anything. Too light. There we go. Just what I needed. Though now I've fallen back down here again. That was not ideal. Oh yeah, I built a staircase, by the way. This is new. I was just like, I'm fed up of flying through a 1-block hole. So I thought I'd build a proper staircase. So I did that. I know. Amazing. I'm sure you're so proud of me. Okay. There is a couple of blocks that we need to place for this thing. First of all, supposedly, we need... Oh, I guess this is part of the 9x9 space. Okay. That we dug out. We need to place that there. Oh, you see, this is the thing. If we were smart, we could have moved it back a couple of blocks. Whatever. It's fine. Let's just place back the floor. So 2x2 there. And then that needs to be there. And then that needs to go down a block. Which probably means that should be a solid block as well. And then we're placing some glass. I'm watching the tutorial with no audio. So hopefully Silent doesn't say anything relevant here. And then one on there. Oh, hang on. We got some hopper action. We need a hopper going into that glass. You don't do smart here. Exactly. If you want, you know, the smart stream, then you should go watch TheAlienDoctor. All right, hopper. All right, he's talking about something to do with rails. Oh, I see. And then the rails are just gonna go up there. Yeah, so we're gonna need to break that. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. And I forgot to power the other rails as well. Dark Future, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Feels like it's been a while since I've seen you. How's it going? We used to play on an SMP together, for anybody that doesn't know. Along with Phipps and Goldie. Okay, and then that goes like that. Oh, somebody got 0%. Who was it? Oh, actually, to be fair, what I was saying about moving it back there 2 blocks, like, would not have worked. Wow, Cathedora got 0% on the UFO. All I'm saying is, surely it's been longer than 10 minutes. 16% chance for Goldie. 32 for Lord Vader. I wonder if the bot still gets mad at us for saying loser. I think I fixed that. I don't know. That was like Twitch's auto mod thing. Okay, and then I think we've got to extend these out. He's probably saying something important at this stage, and I just don't know what it is. Okay, something about rails. Yeah, So that goes like that. And then this goes round here. Yeah, He's moving the camera a lot, is this Silent Whisperer. We need a slab. Well, Goldie, you're a mod, so it wouldn't have done anything to you anyway. That's okay, I don't need your stinky UFOs, I have my own. Well, that's not what you said last time. Just putting that out there. Ocean Vim, welcome on in, how you doing? Hey, that kind of rhymes too. Ocean Vim, welcome on in. Oh my gosh. Okay, we are also going to need some more rails because I'm not that prepared. I also need to whack a lever somewhere. Where did that silent fellow put his lever? I think he put it here. Probably called it a lever though. There we go. Oh, that's not powering. That's not powering this side. Okay, lever here. We're going to face it this way for aesthetic reasons. Thanks for the lurk, Lord Vader. How are you doing today, Ocean Vim? Okay. Yeah. Oh, we need an activated rail there. And then a... Oh, jeez. Activated rail here. And then a regular rail on top so that we can make them connect. Okay, I see. I see. Let me go get some activated rails. So, Happy, I woke up early to catch you. Nice. It's been a while. Watch out for the hole. I'll try. Thanks for the warning. Since you brought up Andor, have you seen Rogue One? Yeah. Have I seen Rogue One? And that I can actually talk about without spoilers as well. Rogue One is the best Star Wars Disney film. It's also either my second or third favorite Star Wars film, depending on which day of the week it is. Been missing out on my favorite TV streamers. Oof. Yeah, Rogue One's the best film ever. And when we finished watching Andor, we will watch Rogue One. That is just how it works. The ending scene, Andor looks away. Jen looks directly at it. Any thoughts as to why? I've already heard a little bit about the ending scene. That's interesting. But not yet. No. But bear in mind, I'm only on episode 4, I think, of Andor. Don't know if there's more. Oh, stop it. I knew you were going to do that. And I still carried on anyway. Alien speaking truth? Yes. They don't call me the alien truth speaker doctor for nothing. I don't know if Jen needs that trim for the museum. I didn't even know I had that trim. I got a conduit. I got all sorts up here. What did I even come down here for? Activator rails. Do I have any activator rails? I don't think so. I guess we'll find out. In today's episode of Does Alien Have Any Activator Rails? Where the answer is probably no. Because I don't think I've used activator rails for anything. I could do with hiring Joel to just sort out all my chests. Like, all shulkers, I guess, before I build the storage system. Like, she can just move it into the chests upstairs. So that it's all sorted. Last 3 releases tonight, 10, 11, 12. I know, I am really far behind. I'm on episode 4. I'm also behind on Doctor Who by like at least 2 episodes now. It's not going good. I'm behind on everything. But in terms of other things that are going good, I think Doctor Who this season's going pretty good. I've enjoyed it so far. Again, won't give like the details because spoilers. But I've liked Doctor Who this season. I think it's been better than last season. Okay, let's craft some activator rails then. I'll just have some in here. I have 3. 3 will not be enough. I get the feeling. Activated rail, we need sticks, redstone torch, and iron. I had like a ton of iron blocks in one of these. I do have like a dedicated iron shulk box as well. But obviously, I thought that was activated rails. Obviously, if I can save on it. There we go. Goldie with the 0%. Oh, I've got to add you to the wall. Who got 0% earlier? Who else was it that got 0%? Cathedora. Yep, I remember. Is Cathedora on the list? No. Cathedora fails 1. Goldie fails 1. You have officially made it to the wall of losers. Congratulations. See ya, nicey. I got modded for saying losers. Jeez. Losers galore here today. I hope can join you fine losers. You're the winning. You're the most loser with 4. Val's second with 3. I think BR's probably third with 2. Joint's third with Iron Knight. And then yeah, there's loads of 1s in 4th, which is not a massive achievement. There's a 1% chance for Goldie. Jeez. I mean, that's basically a loser. It's just not quite. It just doesn't want to admit it. That's what the 1% is. What was I doing? I was crafting some activator rails. I have 2 losers, apparently. Apparently so. Oh, I looked at the wrong recipe. I need stone pressure plates. Never mind. I don't know where I have all my regular stone. Out. Random generator out for us except Val. Yep. Right, there's a lot of blackstone there. Which is great if I was doing a blackstone build. But I'm not. Got some quartz. And this is exactly why I'm building what I'm building today. Because this is ridiculous. Nobody should have to live like this. At this point, it would just be easier to go and mine some stone. Let's just go and mine some stone. 07 Gaming, aka Goldie's alt. I don't know if I'd allow alts to win, gonna be honest. Feel like that's kind of cheating. I need some stone. I don't think anybody's this direction. This is my new stone mining hole. Where I go to mine stone pressure plates. Not future, or future, although I know it's pronounced future. Thanks so much for following on Twitch. Hello again. You have made it over from YouTube. Congratulations. There we go. Beautiful. Realized I wasn't following you here? No worries. Let's whack out that. Bye-bye. Go over here. Let's pick up you as well. Whack you there. Jeez, we're starting another shulker monster. And redstone. Which I also have a lot of. Conveniently. It's almost like I planned this. What have I run out of? Oh, iron. I don't think we need that many activator rails, so I guess we'll just make a stack. Because that's how many I can make. There we go. Back in the iron box. Okay. How goes that? On with the tutorial. All right, then he's doing some blocks. So it goes that there, break that, block on top. And we're running out of ceiling space. And then block here, block there, and a slab between. Like so. Like that. And then we need another comparator. And a bit of redstone dust. Who'd have thought? Oh, and a redstone torch, apparently. And a fence gate. Don't have a fence gate. Not gonna lie. Oop. What fence gates would we use? Let's just use oak. Or actually, let's just use bamboo because it's what I have upstairs. There we go. I think we'll need more than 32 for all of these, but that's okay. All right, fence gate that we open. Oh, more blocks. This feels like that time when, you know, like the hermits have got each other to voice their videos before, like Mumbo did. It feels like that when I'm watching a tutorial with no audio while streaming. Okay, then we come to the other side. Over here. And we need a block off of it. Oh, we're placing some rails downstairs now. Okay. So it goes like that. Powered rail. Regular rail. And then I think a ton of powered rails. All the way over here, and then it just links back. Okay. Thinks Alien is hunching a lot. I was going to remove that, but people said that they liked it, so I didn't. They don't call him the Alien Jumbo for nothing. Oh, yeah. And then I needed this thing. I needed this thing. Okay, it looks like Silent's talking now. Let's just...
Is the most complicated part, but it's ultimately not that bad. So we're gonna place in ourselves.
Oh, it's the most complicated
right
part.
Here next to that chest, a solid block.
Nope, hang on, you're going too fast. I'm not over there yet. Give me 2 seconds, Silent. Jeez, slow down. Yeah, this is where my version of the design is slightly different because of my floor. Although it actually looks like the floor isn't going to mess it up too much. Surprisingly. That's welcome, honestly. The Turkish kebab, welcome on in. How are you doing today? Okay, hang on. Let's just remove a few more blocks of this so I can see what's going on. And we're going to whack down a temporary torch because it's like weirdly dark. We need to go one block like that and then quick turn. And then it's a activator rail, regular rail. And then over here, that goes there. That goes there, that goes there. That goes there. Nice. And then this goes here. Would you believe it? Hopper. And then this would be our input chest. Which again, because of my floor design, works quite well, surprisingly. Or does it? No, something's wrong with that. Oh, actually, no, that is fine. Silent always too fast tutorials. Yeah. It doesn't help that I was stood in the wrong place as well. How about you? I'm alright, although I feel like I'm about to sneeze, and I did forget to take my hay fever medication this morning, so might do that in the break once an ad starts, which I imagine will be very soon, actually. Thankfully, there is a pause button.
Up,
yes.
glass block.
Okay, slab there, which we've already got. We need another slab here. There we go. That was said ad that I was talking about. So I'll see you after the ad break. Unless you're a sub. In which case, I'll see you right now. It's weird not having music. Alright, now I'll see you after the ad break. If I remember the button. There we go. I have returned. Do not panic. BR got 79% and then Ocean got 79%. What is this? And Leo is online. All right. Hang on. This is looking slightly different. It's looking slightly different to what Silent's done. Ah, okay. We're actually going to need to drop these slabs. Okay, this might complicate things. We're going to need to drop these slabs by a block. So glad that you told us was just about to stop. Oh, geez, hang on. Be right back, screen. Yeah, I know. Just, grooves to music as Alien hasn't taken the screen back. Shush. Nobody saw anything. Well, they didn't see anything because the screen was. Yeah. Anyway, 8%.
Going up, and then a sticky piston right here.
Sticky piston? I was not informed about this. Yeah, I'm worried we're going to have to change this design ever so slightly. Although, to be fair, moving these up a block shouldn't change anything. Okay, we'll build it how Silent builds it, and then we can always change it if we have to for, like, my weird floor. How about that? Oh, hi, Silent. I heard his voice. Yes, I may or may not be tutorial watching. Boop.
With an observer.
I need an observer. It's literally like unpausing for 1 second, doing the thing, and then unpausing. Because it's Silent and he does everything quickly. They don't call him the Silent Quick Whisperer for nothing.
Facing into the storage system on its face. Now we need a comparator right here, reading from the chest, 2-tick repeater, and then just 3 pieces of redstone like so.
Okay. That is interesting. Due to how I've got the floor, means we should just be able to go along like this. Like that. And then that minecart, yeah, the minecart here will still be able to pass through. All right, cool, that works. Nice.
Now we're going to go down.
Oh, hang on. I need the comparator and the repeater. I forgot to do that bit. I imagine that's an important step. I don't know. I mean, there's only one way to find out. Ron Bent with the 24% chance. So what is everybody's favorite feature of this upcoming update?
Detector rail is.
I
And
want to know your favorite features. What? He's telling me to break 2 blocks. I do not have the floor space to break 2 blocks, Silent. I did not know that I would be breaking blocks in this tutorial of the floor. That was not a part of the tutorial. Oh dear. Okay, we're gonna have to get a little bit creative here. Okay, I'm just watching what he's doing now.
Right here, and a solid block going up for this happy little shape. Place in yourself a piece of redstone dust, 2 comparators right up the block,
okay,
and that's up, and another solid block above.
Yeah, that's gonna cause issues. We're gonna have to like move it up by 1 block, but then that, okay. See, this is the thing. I'm not following the tutorial step by step because I've kind of made it weird by having this floor. So we're going to have that there. That will still power that. We can obviously make use of that block. I'm sure you can work around this issue. I think I will be able to. We will see. Thank you for your confidence. Place that there. That should still be fine because I think Basically, it's these 2 blocks are meant to be 1 block lower, but we can't because there's a severe lack of space. But I'm thinking if we do it like that, and then that's going to power that.
Of that repeater with another piece of redstone dust on it. Now,
Okay, that's powering here. Okay. That's powering that. Oh, but then that's not going to power that. This. Okay, hang on. We can deal with that. Craftable saddles is a real game changer. Yes. Yeah, craftable. Kind of surprised. Was not expecting craftable saddles. But that's okay. That should work. Something like that.
dust, and then a block above that repeater with another piece of redstone dust.
Unless this redstone dust isn't being used to power. Well, I think it's being used to power.
Outrageous.
Geo, how are you doing? Welcome on in. I'm following Xylan's tutorial, but because I'm building it like sunk into the floor, because I can't break this floor and I don't have enough ceiling space, I'm kind of having to modify the tutorial a little bit. And this is like the first bit that I'm really having to
Redstone dust, and then a block above.
Okay, I actually think we don't need to do that. I suspect.
We need a 4-tick repeater right here,
Okay.
piece of redstone dust,
Yep.
and then a block above that repeater
Yep.
with another piece of redstone dust on it. Redstone dust.
Okay, that's fine. In that case, we should be able to just go like that.
And then a block above that repeater
Mhm.
with another piece of redstone dust on it. Now place in another solid block above that repeater. This is going to have
Hang
a
on.
redstone dust on it. Now place in another
Spotted a mistake. You need to be on 2 ticks.
solid block above that repeater.
Solid
this
block.
is going to have a 3-tick repeater on it. And
3-tick
that's also gonna be
repeater.
facing into a solid block. And then we need another solid block right
Solid
here
block.
as well. And now it's time for the
Solid
timing
block.
and delay circuit. So put in yourself a solid
Ah.
block in front of that repeater.
I just
and
did
then
that.
2 solid blocks right here and a solid block going up for the
All right, now we've got to make a smile. Take a small person to bed, so lurking, but I'm okay. Been napping a bit. Hope your napping went well.
happy little shape.
Hope your
Yourself
napping was
a piece of
successful.
Redstone dust, 2 comparators right here, redstone dust, and then 2
2 comparators.
blocks above those. Another redstone dust here, and a comparator right there, and then a solid block above that piece of redstone. Now we're
Comparator.
gonna break out these 2 blocks right
Block.
here, so we can place.
Oh my
in
gosh,
a
no, I
downward
can't do the
above
block
that piece of
breaking.
redstone. Now we're gonna break out these 2 block comparator right there.
All right, let me
and
just
then
get a good look at this. Before I move on. First of all, is it interfering with anything over here? No. That's
solid
quite an
block
important step.
above that piece of redstone. Now we're gonna break out these 2 blocks right here, so we can place in a downwards facing sticky piston and an observer facing towards the
Yeah, okay.
comparators.
Oh my gosh. No, actually, we should be fine. We should be fine. We place the downward sticky piston here. The observer here.
Behind that observer, you need a repeater on 3 ticks. And to finish up the system, we just need a solid block right here and another one upwards in
Hang
3
on.
ticks. And to
Okay. Repeater. 3 ticks. Which is powering this powered rail. So I think if we just do a block there and a block there and a redstone just there.
finish up the system, we just need a solid block right here. You need a repeater on 3 ticks. And to finish up the system, we just need a solid block right here and another one upwards and diagonal of it.
Oh my gosh. Silent. Chill.
And to finish up the system, we just need a solid block right here and another
Solid block here. And here.
one upwards and diagonal of it. Place a sticky piston facing downwards, a solid block on its face, and now we need a solid block up right here and above that redstone.
Where's that redstone? I don't have that redstone. Oh, I guess that was for that bit.
And then 3 solid blocks to its side.
This is once again where it gets confusing. Okay, hang on.
Place a sticky piston facing downwards, a solid block on its face, and now we need a solid block up right here and above that.
Okay. So the block there. Block there.
Redstone, and then 3 solid blocks to its side like this.
Hold up. Doesn't make sense. Oh, I think that's just meant to go there.
Right here and above that redstone, and then 3 solid blocks to its side like this. Go ahead and place redstone on all of those, and
Okay.
that is your system complete.
Okay, so we just need to get this redstone signal downstairs, down to here, which is fine. Your mic is muted? I don't think it is. Yep, it is definitely not muted. Unless somebody else is saying it's muted, which I don't think they are. Yes, it is. Well, Zeroed, I find that unlikely. Something tells me that that's not true, and I just can't place my finger on what it would be. Like that. There we go. Then that should be this part of the system. Aha, made you look. That should be this part of the system. Complete? Question mark? I don't know.
Completely done. And the last thing to do is configure your system. So we just need to put in a minecart hopper right here and fill that up with 45 items. So
Okay. Let me get 45 items. There's also a thing I can do. I have 48 here. And a hopper minecart. Which I'm sure I have somewhere, actually, in this mess of a storage system that is down here. Do I feel like finding it or just crafting another? It's a Zloy XP with lots of 5, or a 5 and lots of 8s. Okay, I've got a minecart at least, so I've got one half. I wondered what that fence was then. That gate. Okay, so we whack this guy in here. These guys in there.
you need 3 items in the back like that, and then just 42 in the front. I'd recommend renaming these a special name. That way, you'll never have that item come into your chest right here. If you have any of these items come through your system, it's gonna break your unloader at the top of the build. We need to configure our category chests as well. So each one of these needs 3 non-stackable items in the bottom corner over there.
3 non-stackable items? It's a lot of non-stackable items. Let me just like reset my inventory. MC Bomb, welcome on in. Hi, hello there. Hope your uni exams are going well. Well, I have 0 uni exams because my course is 100% coursework and 0% exam. So I completed my film that I had to make and present. So I've done that. And then last Thursday, I handed in my essay. So I've also completed that. So I'm actually finished this year of uni until September. So that's pretty cool. Is there like a lot of non-stackable items I already have? Congratulations on finishing first gear. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't think I just have like a ton of non-stackables. That's fine. I'll make my own. I guess we'll just use like bamboo shovels would be the cheapest. I guess. There we go. It's a lot of shovels. And then it's these ones down here. So we're just going to crouch. But we got to add 3 into there.
And these can just be like wooden shovels or really any non-stackable item. And then you need another 5 stackable items in this corner as well. I'd also highly recommend you name these a special name.
Oh my gosh, and then 5 stackables? Okay, we'll do the... Oh, jeez. Like out. Bruises, Barber, welcome on in. How you doing? Try to get that UFO. And then stackables. What are we going to use for the stackables? I have a lot of like arrows and stuff, but I don't have any here from memory. Like the biggest item that I have in large quantities that I don't actually need is arrows. But they're not here, they're at the raid farm, so maybe we make a quick trip to the raid farm. We got time. Thoughts on craftable saddles now since preview has made that change? I mean, I'm not that surprised, and I guess it makes sense. I've never been well, actually, I say that. I feel like saddles didn't fully make sense why you needed to find them, but then raid farms meant that you were never in short supply. But also, is it worth the time of building a raid farm just for like a few saddles when realistically you're only going to need a few? So I don't know. To be honest, it kind of makes sense. It's one of those items that I could see as a craftable or non-craftable. Like I can see it fitting either way, if that makes sense. Fishing also means never in short supply. Yeah, but fishing's boring. I just know how to make Cathedora annoyed with me. Oh, I forgot I made a hole. There we go. It should be craftable. Yeah, I agree. Leads are stackables, so should saddles. Yeah, that would be nice. That would help like a raid farm storage. Oh yeah, I guess I'll have a load of saddles for my raid farm for non-stackables. Maybe I could use those actually. Even though I just crafted a ton of shovels. Yeah. Great job. Or do I have saddles? I guess they'd just be over here and I throw them out. Never mind. What am I here for? Arrows. Yes, arrows are probably the biggest item I have that I don't need. As you can see, I've got a lot. Let's just drop all of these. Which one is it to drop just shovels? Is that button? Okay, great. I was worried I was just going to drop my entire inventory then, which was not part of the plan. Let me tell you. All right, cool. Loads of arrows, more arrows than I need. First your bot calls me a loser, then you insult fishing. Yeah, I'll say it again. I don't like Minecraft fishing. I don't like Stardew fishing. I don't know a game that has good fishing. Which one dumps all the prismarine? Oh, well, I've done that. We don't need to do it again. I don't know a game that has good fishing, so I'll stand by that. Sounds like you're just bad at fishing. There's no skill in fishing. It's entirely luck. There's no skill about it. Also, I don't do it because I don't need to. Because it's not only is it pointless, it's also incredibly boring. The only time it's not pointless is when you make an AFK fish farm. There is absolutely skill in fishing. Okay, Stardew Valley fishing, that is skill. I'll accept that. That is acceptable. Okay. But not... not Minecraft fishing. That's why we make AFK fish farms. Zoy XP has left the game. Oh, I didn't wave to him. Oops. Oh, I did wave to him. Never mind. Is there skill involved in AFK? No. There's no skill. The only skill is to build the farm, which in of itself is not much skill. But there's no farm in manual fishing either. There's just a severe lack of skill overall. For a mechanic that's just repetitive and not necessary. Well, okay, not necessary might be a bit harsh. That might be just me being intentionally annoying to TheAlienDoctor. Fishing is only fun if you're doing something else like hanging out or talking while you do it. Okay, it's not fun, it's just a mindless task. But I wouldn't go as far to say it's fun. You know, that seems like a bit of an exaggeration. Groover Guy, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raid. How you doing? I think I saw you were doing some more speed runs. I'm just naming some items.
Truly outrageous.
Hello. Time for that raid and run. See ya, Groover. Thanks for the raid. How is everybody doing today? Welcome on in to the stream. We're just working on an auto storage system, or an item categorizer specifically, here on Truly Bedrock. Jen, welcome on in. Hashtag Groover raid here to bring you powdered snow. Tons of powdered snow. That's a interesting raid message. What happens if I don't need powdered snow? Groover raid apparently totally not sleeping earlier. Of course. I already got powdered snow. I don't need any more. Look at all this and this and this. I got 3 shulker boxes full of it, plus a bit in here. Groover wasn't speed running as much as powdered snow falling. To be fair though, as far as I'm concerned, the stream was advertised as fast walking. So I mean, was it speed running? Neither did Groover, but try speed running through powdered snow. Fair enough. Alright, so we've got to place 3 non-stackable items here, and then 5 like named stackable items for some reason. So I guess this is my life now. 5. 3 shovels. I keep placing it in the wrong slot. And then we've obviously got to do our categories as well. Oh my gosh.
Oh, for the sake of moments.
I agree, Jill. I was about to call you Groover then. Even though, was it? It was Jill's walk on. Thought somebody was playing it then. I agree. That was a good time to walk on. Well done. If I gave out gold stars, you'd get a gold star. I know we both begin with G, but really? Look, okay, surely I get like a free pass because it's been a while since I've streamed. I think that's allowed, right? Like any mistakes I made, like staying on the Be Right Back screen earlier, that's just, you know, it's just because I've not streamed in a while. Fucked up. I've been busy, okay? Some of us are getting a university stuff. How's photography, videography stuff doing? All going, Mr. Alien? It's going pretty good, thanks. Sorry, I was just stretching mid-conversation. Because apparently that's the sort of streamer I am. It's going good. Not a degree, just stuff. Yeah, exactly, just stuff. I'm going to be starting a job in like the end of July, so that's exciting. Currently trying to save up to get a second camera because one isn't enough. Basically, for all of you non-photography people, and I guess this kind of fits into videography, it's a pain. Have to switch lenses. And when I am switching to do video, so like for context, I do a lot of like media at basketball games, primarily photography, but recently also videography for like clips on Instagram and stuff. I guess we'll just have one hoe, that's fine. But yeah, when I'm doing like the video stuff, I'm on a much wider lens. Whereas when I'm on the photos, it's a much more zoom in lens. So instead of having to go all the way back to wherever my bag is to switch lenses so I can start doing video, I can just have a second camera that already has the lens I need attached to it. My AFK fish farm clicker, there we go, it wasn't turning off then. So yeah, instead of having like to go back and switch lenses, I'll just have a camera that's just got that lens on ready. And then the other thing is, this is mainly just relevant for like bigger games, but if it's a bigger game and there's like a lot of celebration like going on the court, having a smaller lens is really helpful so you can get like up close to that celebration and get some celebration shots. So yeah, just having two cameras is overall really useful. It's definitely not a necessity though. But yeah, so currently I'm saving up to get one of those. I found a pretty good deal for a used one. I've just got to hope that it doesn't go out of stock. Oh, these aren't named. Oh my gosh. How many have I put in that aren't named? Because I bet it's a lot. Second camera, easy backup in case first. Well, yeah, that's the other thing, is having a second camera in case of like issues with the first is also extremely helpful. Like it means if something were to happen to like my main one, which hopefully it doesn't, because those things are expensive, then, you know, I'll have a second. Because that actually did happen. The other day, there was like a big celebration at the end of the game because it was a big game. And my camera glitched out and there was a solid like 10 seconds where I couldn't take any photos. So I got like no decent celebration shots. Basically, I believe what happened is I took photos and then I pressed the like button to view those photos. And it was still saving the photos to the card. So it like glitched out and just froze. But also the shutter was closed, which makes me think that it might have been taking photos at the same time still. Basically, I think I was just doing everything, like multiple things at once too quickly. I don't know. Speaking of photo stuff, took a shot at my son's game yesterday. Made me want to show you. Kid was trying to pick off one of our players and I caught him diving with a bag. I'm guessing, is that meant to say ball? Oh, actually, I guess, I don't know what type of game this is. For the bag with basement in position and ball. In the air, almost there. I've discovered I very much need to upgrade my camera body. It is way too old. Can't play your camera like you play Minecraft. Exactly. Alright, session makes me want bounce, Jill. Trying to be too quick. Well, the thing is though, when you're in those like those celebration shots particularly, you need to be quick. Like you don't have time to just sit around. Because they don't last forever. which is kind of sports photography in general, particularly with a sport like basketball. Is that 9 broken? I feel like it was 9 last time. Can somebody... I'm just going to do it again. Because I'm definitely owed some. Okay, 10. I guess it is counting. I thought I said 9 last time. Oh, well, basketball season is over. Baseball now. Ah, fair enough. Baseball is outside, right? That's the good thing about... If it is, you'll be able to get away as long as there's fairly decent weather. You'll be able to get away with an older camera. Because with, like, basically any sport, you want a high shutter speed to capture the motion. Like, generally for basketball, we say like a minimum of 1/800. I normally use 1/1000. And then when it's inside, you know, a lot of sports halls are lit pretty terribly. So you're going to have to bump the ISO way up. Which is where I have a decent camera. So I don't get too much noise on the photo when I do that. But that's where if you had like an older camera that gets a lot of noise from a high ISO, that's where you need to upgrade. But if you're shooting outside, you've hopefully got plenty of light to work with, which then means on like an older DSLR, it wouldn't struggle as much. Your ISO is trash if you go above 800. NBA draft lottery was interesting. I'm just checking the news. I literally follow like barely any NBA stuff. There is one team I follow due to having like how do I word it without doxing myself? Basically, I've just met somebody on the team. Let's just say that. So I only follow... Oh, I didn't even... Did I even say the team I follow? I guess I didn't. So that works too. That works too, is to not dox myself. Yeah, there's only one NBA team I follow, and even then, the following is pretty much just getting the score updates because I'm normally in bed when the games happen. I have enough time following like British basketball to also follow NBA, like. But for me, the reason I want more is the focus. Oh yeah, that's true. That is where an older camera would struggle actually with sports, is the focus. Like, oh my gosh, just the upgrade to mirrorless was like really good for me for that sort of thing. The autofocus on my mirrorless camera is very, very nice. My problem is now is the second camera I'm looking at getting is like pretty new. So I was looking at getting the Nikon Z6 II.
Truly outrageous.
And I was fine with how much that cost. Like, I'd have to save up for it still. But I was getting a used one. Hey Jen, how's it going? And because it was I have a special interest in a certain team because I have met one of the players IRL and the details of which will remain unknown, so I does not dox myself. Yes. Because if I tell you why I've met the person on the team, then it would dox myself. And also, due to like how British basketball is, i.e. quite like small, if you were big brain enough, theoretically you could work it out. But I'll tell you off camera if you want. If you're particularly interested. How you doing? Welcome on in. What was I gonna say? Hey Combi, how's it going? Welcome on in. Yeah, originally I was saving up to get the Z6 II. Like just as used as I could get it basically, because it was a second camera. It literally doesn't matter the condition, as long as it can take photos. I didn't care. But then Nikon really just had to mess everything up because they released the Z5 II. Now my main camera is the Z6 III. Now the thing you need to know about the 5.2 is it's pretty much the 6.3, just lacking like a couple of video features and like certain SD card support. And I think it technically has a slower like readout speed, which means it's basically just saving the photos slower. But like, for all intents and purposes, it's basically just a budget, in quotation marks, version of my main camera. So they released that, which would literally be perfect for what I need. But I can't afford to buy a camera new, because those things are expensive. And because it's just been released, there's like nowhere selling it used, because there's like basically none that have been used. So I managed to find one that's been used. Was the very long ending to that story. But I've not bought it because I don't have enough money yet. But I will once I start my job. It's rarely worth it to buy one new. Used bodies have treated me very well over the year. Exactly. The only reason I ever got a new camera in the first place was due to like my dad doing some work in America and currency conversion. Like if I sold my older DSLR in the UK and then he bought that one in America, like because of the currency conversion at the time and also cameras being cheaper in America, it worked out like no difference. That's the only reason my main body is a new one when I got it, obviously. But like all of my other gear, like I don't buy new. Like I'm buying a flash off one of my friends. I just read that. I haven't even looked at new bodies. The last time I used mine was 2020 till just last week. What do you know which one you have zeroed? Did I miss anything? Sorry, I keep bouncing. Well, my new one, I don't even know what brand that is. But they went out of business, so that's probably why. All right, let's whack all that in there before I get told off again for bouncing. You have a Canon 40D. All right, this is where I am a Nikon shooter, so I could tell you like, I have a rough idea where the Nikon cameras like stack up, but no clue about Canon. Well, not no clue. I'm familiar with like their product naming for the mirrorless stuff, but yeah, for DSLRs, Canon DSLRs, I have less of a clue. When was that? 1999. What am I doing? I'm thinking. What am I thinking? I need to test this. Let me just...
These have to stay.
Yeah,
other slot
I've done
in
that.
this chest. The filter needs to be needs. Then, like, if I wanted this one to fill in chest in your system is
Okay, let me just temporarily fill this up with items as like filler, so that we can actually test this thing. What do I have a lot of? I guess I have a lot of prismarine. You're driving us crazy with the bouncing. I'm sorry. I feel like I could do a just chatting stream. Like all the times I'm bouncing, a lot of the time it's because I'm just chatting. So I feel like I'd be all right at a just chatting stream. I was at 2005, but thought that might be too accurate. Well, that's also when I was born. So I mean, you know. Yeah, let's just fill all of this up with prismarine blocks temporarily. Just so I can test that it works. Because I would be confident, but it's because I had to change it for how I've done the floor, I'm less confident. Also, I think this tutorial's like 2 years old now. So there's a chance it's just broken and I'm wasting all my time. Probably should have like checked the comments or something, but that's fine. But it definitely shows its age. I mean, was beautiful camera. I shot 2 weddings on it. Weddings are stressful. I could not do wedding photography. Probably. Well, actually, okay, hang on. I say that. I feel like I could probably do the like wedding ceremony, I just feel like the bit that would stress me more is like the group photos. Honestly. I hate doing group photos because I hate like taking the photo. Like you just, I don't know, I'd always take like around 5 photos to like make sure I've definitely got it, but then I'll still check it anyway. But then by the time I've checked it, everybody's wandered off. So it's yeah, I don't know. Weddings are Cathadora's. Exactly. I'll leave it to Cathadora. But I think that's why, like, I think I'd be decent at like wedding, like this, like actual ceremonial part of a wedding, just because I feel like, okay, I might be crazy, but I feel like there's some level of crossover with sport photography and weddings, like for the ceremony, if you think about it. Because in sport, you get like one chance a lot of the time, particularly in basketball. Like you know, everything's happening so quickly, you don't have time to adjust your settings. And I feel like in a wedding, it's probably quite similar. If anything, you probably have a little bit more time. And obviously you can plan out shots and stuff with that. Whereas with basketball, again, it's kind of harder. You can plan out what type of shot. Like you might want to shoot from the stands or just from a corner or like whatever. But you can't plan like the specifics, I guess. But yeah. I don't know. I'm also not doing any weddings anytime soon because again, it's still stressful. Last wedding I went to, the bride one. 23:15. Jeez. Jeez. You're a really good photographer and your eye for detail is spot on. Thank you. I'm very careful about what I share. Although, we'll be honest, the TV and Fartlands members do get a little bit more than the rest of you. Gonna be honest. Wedding commentator. Imagine. To be fair, there's probably somebody that has had a wedding like that. You know, like they're really big into like a particular sport, so they had like a themed wedding. I could imagine that happening with some of the stuff that I've seen, like online, on the World Wide Web, because I follow a lot of wedding photographers on social media. Why is... Yeah, one of those is not powered, and it's you. That probably means I forgot the comparator underneath, doesn't it? No? What? Was it just like... Oh, maybe I forgot the redstone on top. Wait, no. Wait, yes? Wait, maybe? That looks powered now. Thanks for the look, Zeroed. Wedding commentary here on ESPN 8. Nice. Did I pick up the box full of... Oh, I think this was the box full of prismarine, actually. May I divert your moist dye for a second? Sure. You can divert my moist dye. Although I am about to test this, I think.
Figure to look like this, completely full
yes,
of
I have configured it
items,
silent.
and then
I have
5,
done it.
and then 3 non-stackables. Keep in mind, if you have anything that's
I'll keep it in mind.
16, like ender pearls or eggs, then those might kind of throw off the signal strength of it. So if you want to have an ender pearl in here, for example, or a sign, then the final stack is going to have to go down by 3 items. So overall, it is going to be just a little bit annoying to have to deal with the
Okay, note to self, no
stackables.
16 stackables.
Basically, you want this repeater to turn off whenever one item is taken
I understand
out
that.
of the system.
Although we should test that, just in case. Did Jen DM me or somebody else? Oh, she did. That was a weird alien bot post. What did it post? Did you just sigh at Jen? Not at Jen. Never at Jen. Cathedora did UFO, then me, then they got a response. Well, it looks like it's time. Hold on, I've got to try and attempt to read this in an announcer voice. I don't do a good announcer voice. I don't know why I built that up. Well, it looks like it's time for the cake cutting event. Time to find out who will end up with frosting on their face. The bride is taking the first slice, and it's aggressive. Look at the size of that slice. Bob? Why Bob? No way the groom is gonna walk. No. Okay, dyslexia is not helping here. Look at the. No way the groom is walking away with that. Yes. You know what? That close enough. Oh, who got it? Val? Oh man. I knew I should have rigged the bots so that Val didn't get it. Get it. Having both YouTube and Twitch chats trying. I'm not going to build it now. Because to be fair, we're probably getting close to the end anyway. Actually, I thought I'd been going longer. Never mind. I take it all back. I've just not done this for a while. Thanks, Jiol. That was also a DM. Can you guys... Did I remember to mute it today? I didn't. That was after MCBC. I forgot to mute that audio track. Oh yeah, I totally haven't been reading TikTok chat. But there's like... nothing in TikTok chats. That's fine. Oh, there was redemptions as well. Other Jen with two N's. Hey, that vaguely rhymes. Redeemed posture check and hydrate. I shall hydrate and posture check. That was the posture check. That was just the sound effect I make for posture checks, so don't question it. And I'm pretty close to running out of water, but there is the water. It's extremely hard to get channel points in your streams. I've been here the whole time and I've only got 60. Really? I don't think I've turned it down. We can have a look though. I have to do these things on stream because otherwise I'll forget. Get some water, dude. I've got to stay moist. I got water. We'll have to get some more soon, which I'll do in the next break probably. I'm totally paying attention, of course. Of course. What was I doing again? This is why I have to do it on stream. Oh, channel points. Video rewards, power-ups, and channel points. If you're in deep luck, it won't count. Oh, okay. Can you even like change how regularly you get them? It doesn't look like you can. It looks like you're kind of limited to like just changing the display name, obviously enabling them, and then the power-up stuff. I don't think you can actually change the rate that you're getting them. like you can with the Discord stuff. Which has also been, you know, a topic in the Discord for a little bit after we switched over to a new bot and the rates for leveling changed. Excuse me. The door is here, min-maxing the UFOs. I love it. yeah. They've been trying for a while now. Also, what happened to 10 minutes? I mean, I'm happy you're here, but the only reason I'm saying that is because I don't want you to miss something that you gotta, you know, do or whatever. Twitch doesn't like me and doesn't want me to troll you. Ah, I'm sure that's not true. But, you know, thanks Twitch for looking out for me. Right, what I was gonna do... Oh, man. We have the exclamation mark bounce command for that, by the way, but thanks for the bits. Yeah, we have the exclamation mark bounce command for that, but thanks for the bits. If I take that out, that repeater should turn off. Good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get one bamboo plank. And I'm going to put it in the second chest. And what we should see when we run the system is a bamboo plank ends up in here. So I should probably get another bamboo plank. That feels like a thing that is very relevant. And then, did we ever add the hopper minecart? We did. Now I'm trapped. Great. Going well, guys.
Well, that tutorial, then of course, drop a like and share around.
All right, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Silent. Put that in there. Did anything happen? No. Well, that was anticlimactic. Really? See, this is where, like, if this bit broke, that would be an issue, because this bit is exactly how the tutorial says. This bit is a little bit different due to the space constraints. So I don't actually... All right, well, I can see part of the problem. This observer isn't doing anything. What is this observer meant to be powering? This is where I need to... This is where a world download would have been useful. But I also get why people don't provide world downloads, because then you get other people stealing your builds.
Solid block,
and that's mean.
and just
Let's see. I just need like a side view of the farm. Most replayed, the most complicated part. Funny how that works. Yeah, where is that observer powering? Oh, hang on. Have I missed another observer? Brutus with a 15% chance of UFO. Okay, that observer's there. Thanks for the lurk, Skyfire. I don't have a good angle of what I am looking for. Basically, okay, that I guess that kind of works, but also not really. So that observer, I think it's powering this block. Hang on, why are you powered? Surely that's not from this. Yeah, what's powering you? Oh, this. Ah, that makes a lot of sense. That's kind of smart. It's almost like whoever designed this knows what they're doing. Okay, I think then what we need to do is move this observer, well, this entire thing really, up by a block. And then obviously whack that. Oh no, because then there's... And we can't do that because that will power that. Or will it? You seem desperate. Yeah. What gave it away? Probably the timed UFO commands. No, you do Val. Val's already got one. He's chill. Okay, to be fair, then... No, what I was about to do wouldn't work either. Oh, I know. Oh my gosh, it's so obvious. I just need a block. I need a solid block right now. Right. Oh man, now there's an ad. You can't even see what I'm going to do. I just got to place that there. And that should solve all of my problems. Mostly. All right. I guess it is now time to run the ad break, but then we'll see if that works afterwards. Oop. Once again, do not panic. I have returned. And this time I've remembered to turn off the Be Right Back screen. Because I am just so smart, of course. Alright, so before the ad break, I made a change that should have fixed everything. That change was turning this observer up. Turning the observer up. Moving the observer up by 1 and the piston behind it. Along with placing this block here. So hopefully, probably, theoretically, this thing will now work. If it doesn't, then I don't know what I'll retire from YouTube. That's a joke. I won't. And it's a good job I said that. I don't get it. I just don't get what this observer is meant to be powering, because it's now in the same places where it would be if I built everything like the same as the tutorial. Like, I thought it was powering this block, which powered this dust. But to be fair, actually, I don't know what that dust powers, so... Well, I know what that dust powers, sorry, but I think... Well, actually, no, I don't know what that dust powers. Hang on, is that right? That almost doesn't look right in of itself. Oh, I think I've missed a piston. No, I haven't. That's the piston. Oh, I see. Because then that's where... That's how that would go down, which would then power that repeater. Okay, that still doesn't make any sense. This is annoying. Basically, for context, for people that missed it, the reason I've had to change some of the design is because I don't have enough space. Because he did not mention in the beginning of the tutorial, when he was talking about space, that you'd need to break some blocks of the floor. I do not have blocks in the floor to break. There is just air down there. And lots of it. I just realized I have the chat covered. There we go. Redstone go burr. Crimson Tide, welcome on in. Sorry I didn't say hi straight away. I had the chat covered by Discord. Hashtag professional. Jeez, I leave for like a couple of weeks, come back, and suddenly I'm a complete amateur. Welcome back, miss you. Thank you. You were gone. I didn't notice. Wow. Alien ignoring chat. Shame. Well, you know. I was about to say something, and then I decided that's actually probably too harsh. I don't quite know if that level of sarcasm would be appreciated by the masses. Okay, so just to confirm, when that moves, it powers that block, which powers that redstone, which does absolutely nothing. So obviously that observer must be in the wrong place. So I just need to figure that out, basically. I just don't get what that observer is powering. Or like what it even... Oh, hang on. Nope. Go back a little bit in the tutorial. Oh yeah, and for context, for anybody that just got in, I'm following a tutorial to do this. Okay. Yeah, it is literally just here. And that observer is definitely pushing. The screen was much less bouncy when you were gone, I can imagine. I really need to... Have you checked his pinned comments? Sometimes he put mistakes. I haven't, to be fair. If you only put one item in the input chest, sometimes the cart will take off before the system can read it. Put in another, it'll fix it though. Or just a minimum of 2 items. Well, my issue here is the cart isn't taking off at all. seems to be the bigger issue. I'll put 2 in just in case, though. I'll put in 40. How about that? Boop. Oh, hang on. Okay, maybe that was the issue, because now this is being extended for longer. Oh. Oh. Well. I forgot to... Okay, this is good, actually. This is very good. I forgot to power... You can tell I've been playing creative for a while. I just went to go search up there for a lever. I forgot to power those powered rails. So actually... I guess putting in more than one item has fixed the issue. Okay, whoever suggested that, Mrs. Lee, have you checked his pinned comments? That is the new best idea of the month. You win the best idea of the month award. I've just messed up all that. That's fine. Can I get under here? I go like that way? Maybe? Oh, there we go. Expert. Professional. I can't even remember how many of these can be powered. So we're just going to probably do this quite inefficiently, and I'm okay with that. Oh, I guess it does need placing there. Thank you. Not that I've done similar with a silent farm. To be fair, there's probably a couple of tutorials on my channel that I should do that too. But like, there's only 3 tutorials of mine that people watch anyway, so. Gotta go, thanks for the stream. See you, Ocean. I hope you have a great rest of your day, or majority of your day, because it's probably quite early for you. Hey, Beans, how's it going? Welcome on in. Good to see you. You recovered from yesterday's wither fight? There's like no point actually in even asking any of the Farlanders that, because they just do wither fights like every day. Like, we need a days without a wither fight counter. And I say we, I mean you guys. Oh, it didn't even take out all the items. Huh. So that goes there, that goes there. Then we whack in our items. I guess it has a limit as to how many items it can do at once, probably. So did it get sent off that time? I didn't see. Dang it. Oh, hang on. I'm probably in the way. Okay, it did get sent off. Yay. Let me out. How do I... That works. So in 5, 6, 7, 8... Oh my gosh. It's working. Guys. Oh, it's stopped working. So there should be 40 in here total. Oh, it's not firing. Why are you not firing? I don't get it. Ah, okay, hang on. I do get it. I get it very much. I know what the issue is. The other issue is it briefly worked. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, we need to drop this chest down by... Get out of there. What are you doing? We need to drop this chest down by a block. And just let the hopper minecart do its work. I think technically we could modify the design to use hoppers instead. Probably. Yeah, I guess if we put the hopper here and then... But we're just going to do the same as Silent. It doesn't matter that the chest is in the floor. It's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. I'm stuck. Ah. Okay. Nobody panic. Everything's fine. All right. Now we whack you in there. Whack you in there. Now we're going to have to move these down. That's okay. Whack you down there. Whack you there. Whack you there. That... In fact, let's change that slightly. I'll need more redstone. couldn't decide if that was okay to break, but it was. That block on top doesn't need to be there anymore. FYI. There we go. All right, that I am now semi-confident will work. There's 24 there. That equals 40. So we're sending 40 items in total. That's why the minecart fired before it had finished emptying. It all makes sense now. All right. So this... What? Oh, wait, hang on. How could that... What? Hey? It just didn't take out any of the items. But it is now. That's weird. All right, well, that timing circuit worked at least. All right, so now we should see it in a second. Presumably when the minecart comes back. I don't know if the minecart will make multiple trips or not, but I guess we'll find out. Oops. Is the minecart empty? Yes. Does this have... It works! I should have recorded it. I have replay buffer running. It's fine. I can cut this part out. It works! I have done it. I have fixed it. I've made it work. It took many hours. Not really, actually. It took like just over 2 hours, which is pretty good going. It works. I don't know what to do with myself now. I mean, I've got to build it all again that side, but... Alien Big Brain. Yes, yes. Thank you. I took Silence Tutorial. I changed it ever so slightly. And now I definitely deserve Alien Big Brain. 100%. I totally did most of the hard work on this. Of course. Right. Give me... I was about to say 2 seconds. It's party time. That is, I think he made that himself, right? I like it. I like it. Okay, now things we need to do. We need to fix the floor because I didn't plan for there to be a hole in the floor, so the floor design is kind of messed up. In fact, let me record this. Okay, so now we have one side working. To complete construction of this, we obviously need to build one the other side, and then I have a couple of other storage stuff I want to put into this system as well. But before we start working on the other side, I think we should probably fix the floor because the weather outside is frightful. Well, it just doesn't look that delightful great. Since we've no place to go. Let it snow. No. Let it snow. Stop trying to distract me when I'm recording. No. Jeez. I think that came out fine. We'll see. Yeah, also this I can just like completely fix. I don't even... This was not necessary, it turns out. So I've got to try and roughly put it back to how it was, which I think shouldn't be too hard to do because it was just mirroring like that top bit. Didn't realize you were recording, just that you were thinking out loud.
You suck, Alien. You suck. You absolutely suck.
Wow.
Gotta make a clip.
Yes, I did make that clip, and I was proud. Okay. I know, I have a couple of ideas for how I want to do this. I think. I need some deep slate and I need some copper. I know where the copper is. It's right here. That was step one. And we don't use slabs for copper. Obviously, I do that 100%. And I need some deep slate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Where did I get all this from? I have no recollection of this copper. It just exists. I know this copper Geol gave to me, but I have no clue where this came from. I stripped down that place, that trial chamber. Maybe it was from there, but I thought I used up most of that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. What did I come down here for? Stone cutter. Slab. Slab. Who knows? It's a mystery. It's one of the great unsolved mysteries. We've also got to fill in like all of that, but we'll do that in a second. Okay, so. In fact, we could almost add blocks here, but that wouldn't work for that. We can make it work. If we remove these, then add the blocks there. Yeah. Build along here. Build along here. I was thinking of doing this anyway, but then just put slabs here. There we go. Beautiful. It's everything I ever wanted. And then that can kind of just wrap around here, I guess. Yeah, we'll need to do something about this hole. This hole is kind of in the way. We can also cover up this back. We also could have probably moved this back like 2 blocks if we wanted to. Actually, I guess we got that bit over there, so probably not. But yeah, we need to cover that bit up, which is fine. I don't mind having redstone on display. That's a lot of redstone. Is that going to come up? I don't think that will work. Let's go like slab there, but then copper coming out here, and then slabs over here. And let's just go round like that. Yeah, there we go, like that. That works. I like it. Could have raised it up by about 3 blocks. Yeah, that... Yeah, so the tutorial said 9 blocks tall because of this bit. Although, to be fair, it looks like we could have still gone up like 1 block more. And we would have been fine. So yeah, you are right there. But we're not doing that now. Also, not being funny, it's like so close to the end of the season. I don't think we're going to fill up these 3 rows. Like another row would have been ideal, but I'm just going to be honest. I don't foresee us filling up those 3. Especially when I'll have regular item filters for the items we have got a lot of. I'm currently trying to decide if I want to get Joel to sort out all my items, like after I've decided the filters, instead of running the system and just AFKing whilst the system runs, just getting Joel to sort out all the items. Whatever do you mean? We are halfway through the season with people's builds half done. I mean, yeah, of course, totally. I like my simple storage. Could you imagine filling all this in? YM Island. What? All this in my island. Could you imagine fitting this all in my island? Okay, I understand what you're trying to say. It took a couple of tries, but I got it. Yeah, well, you just have to do it smaller, and you probably wouldn't do this type of storage. All right, so yeah, we're just literally going to go round like that. And I guess like that. And then that's going to be the kind of decoration. And then we go like this. I make it a policy to never do auto storage. Really? Oh, I guess technically. Yeah, that works. Actually. I mean, it's just like these weird bits. I guess just go copper there, copper there, copper. Deep slate. Copper, deep slate. That sounds like a remix. No way I did for the skeleton farm. But all I'm saying is Ellie Beatmaker does follow me on not only Twitch, but also Twitter and Blue Sky. I turned all my deep slate into slabs. That is not what I needed to do. I need some non-slabs. This was not part of the plan. Well, it was part of the plan. The plan did not account for the non-slabs. Okay. That'll probably be enough. I don't need many non-slabs. For some reason, I always seem to wait until like the end of a season to do auto storage. It's like, I just need to do some auto storage day one next season. I think that will solve all my problems. Then I'll actually have it for a long period of time. All right. Iron and redstone might be a problem early game, though. I know. Just let me, you know, let me, like, just wish, okay? Let me fantasize about having an early game storage. But we're not near the end of the season, are we? No. Who would ever tell you that? Just make a witch farm day one. Yeah, honestly. And a witch farm you could do day one as well. Maybe that's what I'll do. But also, my favorite bits of day ones is like the collapse. And, you know, I don't really want to build a witch farm with like multiple people because it would be over in like 5 seconds. So maybe day two. Day two witch farm. Oh, I don't know if that counts. Because I was still being semi-productive. So I don't know about that one. Yeah, we'll leave the back exposed because I do love a bit of redstone on show. Okay, I think I have fully decorated the floor. It is not the best, but it works. It's basically just some copper wrapping. It's basically just some copper and deep slate. Deep slate? It's basically just some copper and deep slate wrapping this thing. Oh my gosh, words. Beans, 0%. Let me go add you to the loser wall real quickly and then we'll try again on that clip. Are you already on the loser wall? I don't think so.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Our chief weapon is surprise. Surprise.
Hygiene Blade Spanish Inquisition. Thank you. Thinking. Snow, beans. This is why I do so much bouncing. Because I just forget what I'm doing. Fails. 1. I promise I can type. He was talking the other day about what he wants to do next season. Now he's done the whole UFO and what the new guy is about kind of builds. So then he got excited and started looking at inspiration for the next season. Just a little alien getting ahead of himself. I've already read that. %83 chance for Crimson Tide. To be fair, I do have a few ideas about next season. But I'm not telling you. What was I doing before that? Oh yeah, recording that clip. Jeez. I know what I'm doing, I promise. Okay, and with that, I think I have the floor design fully decorated. Where was I over here? So it's literally just some copper and polished deep slate wrapping around this storage system. It's nothing particularly fancy, but it gets the job done. Honestly, I feel like with redstone builds like this, you've kind of just got to embrace the mess. It's just a part of I should probably decide what word I want to say before I speak. It's just a part of the vibe. There we go. That works. We're throwing in a little vibe into the next episode. A little vibe, you know? A little alien episode vibe between friends. Alright. That is one whole segment done. Right, I'll build that UFO now. That Vow won. If you're still here. Vow, are you still here? Because if you're not, then you're going to be like, but Alien, I didn't see you build it, so I don't believe you. Or you might not be. Who knows? I'm just preparing for every possible outcome. I also have a severe lack of space. Let me just get rid of some regular arrows that I didn't rename. Because I do not need them. Do I have any named ones? No. Yes. Alright, let me go build that UFO. And get some food, which I actually think... Oh, I restocked. Never mind. I'm here. Alright, Vow, it's UFO time. I gotta turn the pack on first, though. There's a very important step of building UFOs. But I'm still gonna say that. Oh, also... Okay, I don't know if anybody remembers, but like the first stream, or maybe the second, when I added the UFO command, Vow was so sure that he got a UFO to the point where multiple people were scrolling up in chat trying to find his message. He even convinced me, even though I didn't give him one because we couldn't find the message. Like, he convinced basically everyone, as far as I'm concerned, that he did get a UFO and just none of us saw the message and just like it was some sort of like issue on his end. We went through the VOD and everything. Exactly. We literally went through the VOD. And I've already mentioned it before. I have a Discord channel on my server that logs every message sent in my YouTube and Twitch chat. That is how I found he didn't. Took a lot of effort. Exactly. Me and Gio and others spent time only for him to admit the other day when I brought it up that he in fact did not get a UFO. So, you know, all I'm saying is if I was a different alien, then maybe I'd confiscate your UFO. Just saying. Because it's a butt. So from that day, I learned to not trust Vow. Let me shoot. That wandering trader seems like it's been up there for ages. But to be fair, they just always seem to spawn up here. I'm guessing it's got something to do with the fact that there's no other land in this area. Like, obviously that's out of simulation distance. So this is just like a big... I think this is just acting as a big spawning platform. Because I'm sure I saw ages ago like a wandering trader farm that was pretty much just a massive platform in the sky away from everything. Well, and probably bells as well because of the village. Although you probably wouldn't need that because there would be nowhere else for it to spawn. So I don't know. Anyway, where are we putting Val's UFO? In Val's defense, it was rigged. I think it was the second stream, to be fair. Leave my UFOs alone. I wouldn't fair and square. I'm not touching your UFOs. If I've built them yet. I'll go through and make sure I built everybody's. I promise.
Subscribe to
Hype Dog, welcome on in. How are you doing today, good sir? I can't decide because I know I want to put a UFO over here, like probably here actually, like kind of where I am right now. Well, actually, no, they should probably be a little bit more spread out. Actually, maybe I want to put the UFO over here. Yeah, this kind of works better actually. The next one, I think. Okay, in that case, we'll build... Which side has more? I overthink these UFOs. I think they're about equal, actually. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Let's just whack one over here. You know what? We'll figure it out. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just like go that height. I don't think there's any others that will be that height. Go over there, get an armor stand. Whack down the armor stand. Oops. There we go. Got a UFO. Is it in line with anything? Not that I can see. Gary, thank you so much for resubscribing. How are you doing? Welcome on in. With only a 43% chance of a UFO. Motown Mickey as well. Welcome. Jeez, everything's going up at once. Welcome on in with the raid. How's it going? Welcome on in. What were you up to on your stream today? Motown raid, Mickey and gang raiding in with the smooth vibes. Oh my gosh, hang on. Jeez, everybody needs to slow down for a second. I could only handle so much at once. We got a lady out of time coming in. Durban coming in as well. How you guys doing? Welcome on in. And we got a hype train even started by Hive Dog, gifting a subscription to Lord Vader, Crimson Tide, Chibi Whacker, Longhorn, Night Sky. The Phantom's coming in on the action. Ow. 2 Phantoms, in fact. I've slept, surely. Surely I've slept recently. I've not been building that storage system for so long. Thank you so much for the gift subs, Hive Dog. It's much appreciated. The alerts are still catching up. Oh, I moved my bed, didn't I? Let's go inside whilst I continue to read chat. I think that's a smart thing. Where did I move my bed to? It was under the stairs. I remember now. Jeez. What were you up to on your stream, Mickey? We were on Slackville Hardcore getting Swift Sneak 3 from an ancient city. Very nice. Did you succeed in your quest then? Phantoms disagree with you with your sleep habits. Valid. Iron Knight closing tabs. Pokey Jalapeno as well coming in. How you doing? How's everyone doing? Welcome on in. So in this stream so far, we have been building up a storage system in my main UFO mega base, if it counts as a mega base, or just base. So yeah, we've literally just built up this. This is an item categorizer. So the way it works is if I replace these items, these prismarine blocks, with any item, then any of the items in these chests will get sorted into that slice when it goes through the system. So it's like a multi-item sorter, but much better. It's a multi-item categorizer. It's pinned in the chat. I just pointed up, but you can't see my face. If you're interested. But yeah, thank you so much for the raid and for the gift subs. And Gary with the resub as well earlier. That all happened at once. That would explain the hype train. Just like Harry Potter. Of course. Of course. Yeah, we did have to do... So most of this was from a tutorial from Silent. But we did have to do a little bit of our own because of space constraints. Basically, these 2 blocks were meant to be down 1. But if I break these, then... well, there's just a hole. So I had to kind of... Believe it or not, these 2 blocks were the cause of many headaches that I had to figure out for quite some time. But we got there in the end. So yeah. We even summoned a warden and got a warden head for our collective. Very nice. Very nice. I've been... You mentioning Slackville reminds me. I've been meaning to reset my community server at some point. That is on the list. I have not forgotten about it. It is on the list of things to do. Oh, I swear the list never ends. Let's see. That hype train bar is kind of big up there. I might need to shorten that a little bit. But I'm glad it works. I don't think I've ever... No, I definitely have had the chance to test it. I don't know what I'm talking about. I was about to say I've never had the chance to test it, but I definitely have. Iron Knight with the 1 job. I think... Is that an inside joke or has it made its way out of the private channels? I can't remember. What was I doing before that? Oh yeah, so before all that happened, I was building a UFO. So if you don't know, for people that just got in, you can do exclamation mark UFO in the chat for a random percentage chance of me building you a UFO. And Val won that earlier in the stream, so we were building Val a UFO. But apparently, I haven't actually completed this person's UFO, so let's just fix that first. Boopity boppity bit. There we go. Which block can I break? I guess that one. It's like, which block can I break to get out of here without messing up the sign? Hey, Motown Mickey, thank you so much for resubscribing with Prime, I think that was. Yeah, thank you so much. Level 3 hype train received. Many emotes are now on the screen to convey the mix of emotions. Oh, geez, Val getting 0%. Let me add him to the wall of losers. Yeah, thank you so much for the Prime sub and all of the support. It's been much appreciated, even whilst I've been away. I know a couple of you have, like, resubbed, so thank you for that. Much appreciated. I love your faces. Where is Val? Oh, Val's over here. Val is now got the same amount of fails as Cathedora. Or, no, as Sky. I don't even think Thad has any fails. Oh, no, they have one. Never mind. It's a Liara. Welcome back. I keep seeing the bamboo fence gate and thinking that it is a, like, skeleton wearing a golden helmet or something. It's really throwing me off. Okay, right. Back to the UFO building. I promise I will build Val's UFO eventually. You need some of you, some of you, some of you, some of you, and one of you. That's probably everything. I think, I've been thinking about it, by the way. It kind of depends on what I do. But whenever next season does happen, I will probably still do UFOs. It just won't be, like, as big as these. Like, I'll do smaller UFOs, I think. Because that's the main reason why I dislike them at the moment. But also, I need to do them for my base. So I think even if I didn't have this command, I'd still be building these because it makes the base just more immersive, essentially. In my opinion. It's my base, so arguably the most important opinion. Wings look a bit damaged. Yeah, we'll fix them after this. I have a tendency to fly about a lot, especially out of holes. It's my main escape tactic. What can I say? But yeah, we will run the Guardian farm. If you're interested in farms and stuff, then you may be interested in the Guardian farm. That's definitely a highlight so far for this season, is getting that thing to work. And that was thanks to a couple of people who were in the chat. I don't know if they still are. Mainly Hygiene. Hygiene helps a little bit with that because he like showed me some mechanics that I didn't know existed. Or I did know existed, but I didn't know how to do, I guess. But we'll get to that. Next season's the UFO should hold happy guests. That'd be a cool idea, but also sounds like a pain. So we'll see. We'll see on that one. Oh, I've just had an idea though for a base that I've been thinking that would actually work happy gases perfectly into it. Watch this space. I mean, not this space particularly, or specifically even. Words hard, okay? Words hard. It's been a while since I've done this. There's an excuse somewhere. One of them. One of them applies. Don't know if the mic picked that up, but that will be the rabbits pushing their food bowl down the ladder. I just hear the sound of a food bowl falling down a ladder, which has woken me up at night before, as well as stamping. A couple of nights ago now, maybe even a week ago, I was awoken to the sound of the rabbits stamping, which normally means that they're scared or just having a tantrum. But in this situation, they were scared. Because it turns out there was a cat sat on top of their hutch. And then I watched the cat like climb on top of like the fence and also like the bit of hedge very precariously. So that was interesting. Wasn't sure if the cat was just going to fall behind the hutch and get trapped, gonna be honest. Hype train ended at level 3. Thank you so much for the hype train, guys. Much appreciated. I can open a hype chest? Why can I open a hype chest? I didn't contribute. Wasn't me. What did I come here for? Deep sleep. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to get rid of this shulker monster. I think it's also occurred to me, one of the things that like demotivate me in Minecraft is literally having like this storage. Like not having all my items stored and organized properly, I think demotivates me a little bit because any projects I've got to do, like finding, like if I have the items that I need for that project, I've still got to find them, which is a task in of itself. So at that point, I might as well just gather up a fresh batch of items, which is what I have been doing for like every project, pretty much. Which is why I have so many of the same stuff, because instead of reusing it, my storage system is too impractical. So I'll just make new or gather new items, if that makes sense. So basically, this is good. What we're doing today. Hive Dog says, I'm a big fan of all farms. I'm currently working on a Ravager-based 7-tree farm. Redstone and farming is my favorite. I like building, but I'm not good at it. Studying JSON files and learning mechanics is oddly fun and peaceful to me. Nice. Are you on Bedrock or Java then? I don't think I've heard of Ravager-based tree farms on Bedrock, but I'm sure it's probably possible. Thing is, when you hear something particularly fancy, I just tend to assume it's Java unless it's specified. Am I doing that right? Yeah. Oh, geez. When's the ad break? I kind of need the toilet. Okay, it's about to be an ad break anyway, so I'm just going to run the ad break now, and I'll be right back. You'll never believe it, guys. Once again, I have returned. I'm sure you were all panicking. Sorry about that. Slightly delayed. I, on the way of leaving the toilet, went to say goodnight to my parents because they were going to sleep. So, you know, just having a quick conversation because I got sent an email that we needed to discuss. And I also got to break that block because it's totally the wrong one. Oh, I did it again. I left it on the be right back screen. Hive says 100% Bedrock. I'm trying to make the first Bedrock one, working with Old Rusty and getting some help from Ower and Mike Homer. Yeah, I have heard of and used some of Old Rusty's farms, I think. If not, I know Adequate has a lot, but I know he big brain, so I'm sure he'll be of help there. So good luck with that one. Yeah, I've heard his name popping up a lot recently, which is pretty cool. Well, I'm assuming it is. Oh gosh, the only problem with structure is I can't always remember whether something is at a proper block or not. Like a real block. Jeez, such as all of that. Let me just fill in that so I have somewhere to stand. Okay, right, here's a question for you guys. I've asked this before, but I don't think I've asked it for a while. Plus, I also just, you know, haven't streamed for a while, so by proxy, haven't been able to ask it. But what other games are you guys playing at the moment? So what non-Minecraft games are you playing at the moment? I want to hear. Not that I'm looking for recommendations, because I don't have time. I'm just curious. What's popular in the TheAlienDoctor Twitch and YouTube chat at the moment? And I guess TikTok as well, but here's TikTok. City Builder Foundation is one? I don't think I've heard of that. Hygiene coming in with Sudoku. Fair enough. Fair enough. Not what I was expecting, gonna be honest, but that's okay. Everyone wants to see a Fortnite stream. Is that what you want to hear? Hey, I have a second channel where I have streamed Fortnite, so I don't need an excuse. In fact, there have been times where I have finished a main channel stream and then raided into my second channel and played Fortnite. So, you know, I don't need the excuses for that. And there is said second channel, if you're interested. Apparently the last time I streamed was Stardew Valley. That's how long it's been. I'll try and revive that over the summer. Because I played like 1 or 2 streams on Stardew and then haven't played it since. And I want to play it. Although the problem is I'll have forgotten everything by now. I'll need Cathadora's help for that one to get back into it, I think. Phasmo, FIFA, Fortnite with the kids, and Assassin's Creed. Everybody seems to be playing Fortnite with their kids. And then there's me and Phipps. Just playing it by ourselves, late at night. Everyone's playing Repo. Oh yeah, I think I heard of that as well. Streamception. Yeah, I would literally... I've done it at least once before where I raided in to my second channel and then played Fortnite, which doesn't not have affiliate yet. So if you don't mind following so that you could help me get to affiliate on my second channel, that'd be appreciated. I'm not far off kids' age. I'm your not far off kids' age. Fair. Playing Enshrouded and Dragon's Wild with my son. Nice. I haven't heard of either of those games, actually. I'm old. I can't get past Diamond in Fortnite. The kids are too fast. Well, yeah, I'm not playing ranked. Like, whoa. We only play that game for the nostalgia. At least that's what I tell myself. So, you know, I'm only playing like the OG map. Because the only reason I even got back into playing it is because when I was much younger, Well, I say much younger. When I was... What, how long has it been since I was like regularly playing that game? It's probably been like 6 or 7 years since I like regularly played that game, like more than Fortnite. And they've just added in the maps from when I used to play it regularly. So it's like a bit of a nostalgia thing to go back and be able to revisit those. So that's the main reason I'm playing it. But also I always have like 2 games on the go. Well, I say 2 games. I always have Minecraft and another game on the go normally. Basically just to stop myself from burning out of just playing Minecraft. I kind of learned that if I just play Minecraft and nothing else, I'll just get burnt out. And then the second channel, Extra Alien, is meant to be a way for me to then still make content whilst playing my anti-burnout game, essentially. But that's not really happened. He only plays on one map in one location. Yes, this is true. I always play on the same map. We always drop in the same location. Poor Phipps doesn't get a say in it. I'm just like, nope, we're dropping factories. It's how we do it. Really exposed me out here, jeez. But yeah, I also rage. Well, not rage, but I definitely... Well, maybe rage. I definitely get frustrated at that game against all the people that obviously play it much more than me. And probably also younger than me. Because all I'm saying is some people have too much time to be good at that game. And I'm not one of them. It's funny rage because we know we aren't great players. Yeah. The wing's good. Thanks for the check, Jen. All right, this is Val's UFO. If you're still here, how do I even... How is your name, like, done on Twitch? Val_MC. MC. There we go. All right, Val, you officially have your UFO. Whenever the world download releases, whenever that may be, you can now fly to this area and find your UFO. Nice. We're just going to leave all that stuff there. Because I'm sure I'll have to build another one soon. Beautiful. Mac, welcome on in. How are you doing? 81% chance of a UFO. All right, let's run that Guardian farm. So for anybody that hasn't seen this before, the reason I have drained out this bottom section is because I wanted to use bubble columns or a bubble column to beam up the Guardians into the UFO. So as you can see, the way it works is we get the Guardians spawning. They go on these minecart zippers all the way to the middle, where they then meet an invisible... They sometimes get trapped there, but they generally knock each other in. This is actually an invisible bubble column, so there's no water in here. I think the water ends there because there's a couple of spawn spots at the bottom. The reason this is a waterless bubble column is because the Guardians don't try and swim back if you do it that way, whereas if they're in water, they'll try and swim back. And then we just have up here, this system probably needs improving. We'll see. But we just have a trident killer up here with a ton of tridents that are apparently about to break. So maybe we'll go enchant them in a bit. But yeah, this system here, where they end up glitching through the corner and going in the minecart, and then these tridents will obviously hit them. And these are just like fairly standard trapdoor. Dang it. Trapdoor trident killers. No, get out. I think I've only done that once before. So twice now. Just to be clear. Is it a full 25? No, it is 9 spawn spots. Just because of the spawning spheres. It's not ideal. I'll show you where the AFK spot is. It's not... As I said, not ideal, but works. It's how it has to be. These tridents are really going to break. Yeah, 9 spawn spots. Because of the spawn spheres, that's like kind of the best I could do. I think I probably could have fit a couple of others in there if I tried really hard. But 9 was enough. Before that, I was using 4. Was it 3? It was 4. And honestly, 4 was pretty decent, but definitely the more the better. And like end game, you definitely want more than 4 as well. Like early game, 4 works pretty well. Let me actually... Never mind. So yeah, anyway, with the AFK spot, you literally just... It's... Oh, I don't have any rockets. There's literally just a hole where all the XP drops through. Oh, and I forgot to turn the farm on. That's quite an important step in this whole thing. You gotta flip the lever. But yeah, then... Hi there. Where have you come from? Drowns? That's odd. Yeah, the XP and the drops fall down these holes where they then get shot back up into this bubble stream. The items go through some storage filters, and then the XP gets dropped over here, where it falls down this hole to here, which is the AFK spot. And then this, the reason this is the AFK spot is just the spawning spheres. This is where I could load the Trident Killer whilst also loading all of the 9 spawn spots that I wanted to use. As I said, I could have moved this down, I think, a little bit more and loaded more than 9. But 9 works, you know? So yeah, it's been definitely like the centerpiece of my base. And as you can see, it's not crazy quick. I mean, to be fair, the Elytra's pretty much already healed. There are definitely quicker Guardian farms out there. It takes a while to get going. But normally once XP starts coming through, it typically doesn't stop. It just takes a bit of time. Because there's like so far for the XP to travel, it takes a bit of time to come. But there you go. Now you can see like it's been running for a decent time. There's like a fairly constant stream of XP. Could it be better? Yes. But, you know, it's my farm and I'm proud of it. And this was, to be fair, designed by me. Hygiene showed me the mechanic to do with the minecarts and explained how they worked. But the rest of it was me. So, yeah. Doesn't always have to be the most efficient. Better to have it fit well with the build. Exactly. And yeah, also, like, to be honest, we were just in the meeting for season 6, like planning it and stuff. And somebody was like, oh, there's a spare Guardian or Ocean Monument. And I was like, I want it. Why not? Let's just do an Ocean Monument, because why not? And because I knew my base was going to be this huge UFO, but I was like, I can put the UFO anywhere. So why not put it over a Guardian farm? So obviously that's what I did. And then originally, the Guardians weren't going to get beamed up. The Guardian farm was just going to be below, and it was going to act like a landing pad. And then I was like, actually, no, we can drain it, do it this way instead. So that's what I did. Technically, we didn't have to drain it, I don't think. But it's cooler drained. The plan was to do custom terraforming down there. But as you can see, I didn't do that. Maybe I still will. We'll see. That would be quite a big project to do when I want to do the rest of this area. I don't think I need to terraform it to make it look complete. The beaming up is a great choice. Adds much to it. I love this farm and the looks. So good. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Sometimes I flick this lever. This is when I had like loads of items from the old Guardian farm that needed sorting. I set up that. The other thing is I actually don't need to keep picking up the tridents when I do. I'm so used to having to pick up tridents in the farms, but I don't even think they'll fall through the block due to those style of trapdoor trident killers, but I guess we'll find out today. Right. The on and off switch could be better because now I've got to grab XP and then fly away before more Guardians spawn. But let's actually pick up those tridents and enchant them with mending and unbreaking so that they don't break because they are pretty much broken, gonna be honest. But yeah, I think I always like trying to add farms into my base. And this was like such a perfect like idea that it just seemed like it would be a massive waste not to, you know? Yeah, sometimes the XP gets out. I actually don't know how that's happening. Anyway, to the raid farm. This is another alien special. Although the raid farm isn't as exciting. It's just a iron farm, raid farm trading hall, which was also designed by me. But it's not that exciting, to be honest. It's just a lot of villagers and a big area for the raid to spawn. Although there is 40 villagers there, which everybody always says, you know, there's no point adding more than 20 villagers to an iron farm. But honestly, it feels like the 40 villagers and the increased rates you get from that, kind of does make a difference. So I don't know. If it's a transparent block, the XP can be pushed and glitched through the transparent block. Yeah, I think there's glass there, so that'll probably do it. I'm not too bothered. I get enough XP. I also don't mind AFKing. If I ever needed to. I should check how much prismarine I've actually got from that farm. Because I haven't checked that. Yes, this is the raid farm. We have got 2 spawn spots down here from the original outpost. Apparently I left the trident in, so it's broken the minecart. And chickens spawned. Jeez. But yeah, obviously they get killed down here by a trident killer. The ominous bottles go into the chests down here. And then the AFK, like, it's not fully AFKable because that's not really possible anymore with the bottle mechanics. Hi there. I think somebody left these up here, didn't they? Yeah, so the AFK player would just have to keep drinking the ominous bottles, so you can't fully AFK. But obviously the iron farm part you can AFK, which is just, I don't know, pretty standard, like villagers around the outside for the trading hall. And then the middle is where iron golems and obviously also raids would spawn. This is adapted from, like, I made a iron... So first I made a raid farm. In an old server I was on, I made a raid farm. Then in the 4th season of that server, I made an iron farm with the... No, hang on. In the 3rd season of that server, I made the raid farm. In the 4th season, I made the iron raid farm. And then in Truly Bedrock Season 6, I made the iron raid farm trading hall. So it, like, if you've been watching my content for a period of time, then you'll have been able to see this grow and evolve from being just a raid farm. But anyway, I came here for mending and breaking. Boop. If you had an auto-clicker time to drink the potion every so often, do you think it could be fully okay? Yeah. Yeah, in that case it would be. I mean, and you could just like get a water, you know, bubble elevator to shoot the potions up. I was actually going to do that at one point. Do some sort of timed thing, or even like a script. But I never got round to it because I just didn't AFK here that often. I don't need to. I got emeralds, you know? And apparently 4 mending books. All I need is some unbreaking. Oh, and I had loads of books spare. Well, now I've got even more. This is more of my trading box than my emerald box. It might need a rename. Right, where's unbreaking? There it is. I think I probably have a cheaper unbreaking trade, I will be honest. But whatever. Yeah, I didn't cure any of the villagers. Normally I run a raid to get the oh my gosh. Normally I run a raid to get the hero of the village, so it's cheaper. Or whatever. I think that is probably the only problem with this, is I can't easily like cure the villagers when they're like this. So again, whenever next season is, I'll do, I think, a more regular trading hall with curing and stuff. Like I'd love to build like a really like ultimate trade farm or trading hall type of thing. That's probably going to be the video title. Impaling would work if the tridents are in water. The tridents are not in water. I could add them to water. Yeah, actually, you know what? Let's get impaling. Although, in saying that, I'm 99% sure that we lost our impaling villager, who has apparently since become Cluck of the Sea. Actually, I think it was one of those. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we've lost the impaling villager. Oh, impaling 5. I take it roll back. Now I don't have any books. Ultimate trading hall. Watch to the end to see something amazing. Yeah, it'd be like I built the ultimate trading hall in Minecraft 1.22. Or 21. I don't know what the update's going to be by then. Impaling. Yeah, we can add up water for the farm pretty easily. So we might as well do impaling. Again, not that we really need it, but why not? Ultimate trading hall, iron farm, raid farm. Well, I think I might have done something like that for when I built this. But for like whenever next season is, when I do the trading hall, it will just be a trading hall. I mean, it will spawn some accidental golems, so maybe we'll have to build an iron farm into it. But I want to have like a trading hall with like curing and everything like that. Like I want it to be your more typical trading hall. Oops. Oopsies. Oopsie daisies. I have no idea about numbers anymore between Java and Bedrock. My brain gets confuzzled. Yeah, I don't know how like people play. I guess you're not like specifically a technical person. I don't think I could play Java and Bedrock regularly. That tunnel will demise you one day. I mean, it already has. Just totems though. It's not properly killed me. Yeah, I couldn't play. I could definitely do short-term Java stuff. Like I still want to do modded at some point, eventually. But that's for another day. You know, I actually did have enchanted tridents, but I have no clue where they've got to. So somewhere in the shulker mess there will be 4 impaling 5 tridents. Or actually, I might have left them at another base, to be fair. Or another area, sorry. The amending I left in here. It's always like, I don't know if you noticed, on Bedrock, the anvil breaks before it plays the sound. So there's a second where you're like, oh, it's booted me out of the inventory. And then you realize, oh. Yeah, and then you realize that actually, it's just being a big pain. Now, I'm sure I have a box of tridents somewhere that I can use as replacement, but I don't know where they are. DJ Andre, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the follow. How are you doing today? There is a lot of blackstone there and not a lot of tridents. I guess I'll just have to use these tridents and replace them, I think. Like, throw down 2 whilst I repair 2. Like that sort of thing.
Bingle bongle dingle dangle, yickety doo, yickety da, ping pong, lippy tappy too ta.
As long as they don't break. Yeah, we just won't run all of these for now. Let's sleep. My Harry Potter bed. That's what I hear when people talk numbers. Valid. Do you think Mojang should rework anvils? Currently an item can only go through 6 times, but enchants should the anvil get... Yes, I think it 100% needs a nerf. I just don't understand why the XP limit is a mechanic. To me, like those sorts of mechanics should really be creating some sort of challenge or like balance, right? Like if something's particularly OP. I don't think enchantments are particularly OP, and I don't really think it's adding any sort of balance because it's just annoying. Like, it's also one of those things that aren't that intuitive. Like, I didn't even know how many times it was. Like, you said an item can only go through 6 times. I didn't even know that. I'm doing good, thanks. Just sick of seeing sand as I've been mining it for 5 hours today. It's causing rough and gets everywhere. Yes. What are you mining sand for? I'm at the wrong place. Hang on. There we go. So close. There we go.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Is that the sound of Hayden Christen's? I don't actually... Chris... What is his surname again? I can't remember. It starts with a C. Kind of ruined the bit there. Little Star Wars reference in today's stream, guys. Boop. Boop. Alright, now we just gotta repair these 2. Call yourself a Star Wars fan. I always see it like read out, like written down, or read out to me like a video. I'm never the one saying it. Anything after 6 will result in too expensive, so that's why people are OCD about enchant placement order. I think we should be able to add whatever, just make it more expensive. But it just, my opinion, your mileage may vary. No, that's what I agree though. That's why I agree with. I don't think there should be a too expensive thing. I think it's stupid. See, look, all the built up XP just instantly repaired this trident. The tones of whiny Anakin. Yes. At least I'm not Gigi. She hasn't even seen Star Wars. And she participated in a Star Wars build contest. She had no clue what she was, which was admittedly made for quite funny viewing. So I, you know, to be fair. In fact, I'll throw the other tridents in, but I'll AFK at this for a bit longer, just to rebuild back all of that XP that I did, of course, use up to enchant these in the first place. Oh, but I do need to turn it off.
Subscribe
that is an important step.
TheAlienDoctor.
Hey, DJ Andre, thank you so much for subscribing on Twitch. I think that was. Was it? I don't see the alert anymore. Wait, did it just play twice? Was it just a follow that played twice? Or was that YouTube sub? I don't know anymore. Thank you for doing something. Don't know what it was, but I'm sure I appreciate it. Anakin was no more whiny than Luke. I think it was YouTube. That would make sense because I read the subscription, but that's not the subscription sound. That makes sense. Yeah, for some reason, like, it's not there on my alerts window. It's got the follow from Twitch. But yeah, YouTube alerts have nothing. That's interesting. Annika was no more whiny than Luke. Fair. How are we actually doing for items? We got a lot of prismarine. Oh wow, so we've already filled up that whole section. But to be fair, bear in mind, some of this is left over from the old farm. And crystals, yeah, about the same in both, which is not the most surprising news I've heard all day. It was over here. Alright, yeah, I'm just going to run this to get some more XP. But whilst we run it, I'm probably going to search for a raid because my voice is getting tired, I'm getting tired, and I don't really want to build the rest of this storage farm right now. Alien, why do we only have basic prismarine as a wall? What? I have no clue. Star Wars pixel art sound fun. I know how I'm going to spend my night. But, Pips, I was going to ask if you wanted to play Fortnite. Who should I stream? Who should I stream? Who should I raid? I know who I want to raid. Let's raid Jono. Although to be fair, I gotta do something first. Yeah, you were called to a meeting, exactly. I gotta do something first. But after that. Hashtag sort gang. Yes. Yeah, I feel like he's never normally live when I'm live, so it seems like a good raid to do. Sort gang represent. What socks am I wearing? Oh, okay. The other day I have my lucky basketball socks. Every time I wear these socks to a basketball game, we normally win, except once, but don't include that one time. I couldn't find them the other day, so I couldn't wear them, and guess what? We lost. So, you know, just putting that up. Okay, there's also a story behind my socks. I'm currently wearing Star Wars Christmas socks. Somebody got me some Star Wars Christmas socks for Christmas a couple of years ago, and I think Christmas socks are stupid because you can only wear them at Christmas. So I just wear them all year round, and if anybody wants to come at me for that, you can. But anyway, thank you so much for sticking around. I don't know if I'll be live on Saturday, but hopefully there'll be a video out at some point before then. If not, I'll probably just see you next Tuesday on stream here on Twitch and YouTube. If you're just on Twitch, make sure to subscribe to YouTube if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next one, hopefully coming soon. Bye.